Yeah, well, according to Egyptian security sources, those talks set to resume in Cairo today. Pressure, of course, mounting on both sides to reach some sort of deal before Ramadan. Now, reports say that both sides may have agreed to the duration of a temporary truce, which would last around about 6 weeks. But it is, as you said there, unclear whether Israel will actually send a delegation to these talks. According to some reports, Israel wants to know which hostages are alive and which hostages Hamas would be prepared to release in exchange for Palestinian prisoners. There are, of course, other sticking points in these talks. Hamas wants a temporary truce to lead to a permanent ceasefire. It also wants a full Israeli withdrawal from northern Gaza so that Palestinian residents can return to their homes, or at least what's left of their homes. But it is not clear if at this stage the Israeli government is willing to grant those concessions.
And separately, Andy, the Israeli army, it's been rejecting claims that it deliberately targeted people who'd been queuing for aid this week. What's the latest with that?
Yeah, so late last night, an Israeli army spokesperson again insisted that Israel would carry out a full investigation into what happened on Thursday morning in northern Gaza. Daniel Hagari saying that Israel had the footage it needed to prove its case. It said the army had been carrying out a humanitarian operation, and he said that claims that Israel had intentionally struck that convoy or intentionally harmed people were completely baseless. Of course, that coming, as you'll know, after a UN team visited the Al-Shifa hospital, the first UN team to visit northern Gaza in a week. We're told they had been delivering medical supplies to the hospital. That hospital important because it's where many of the victims from on Thursday morning were actually taken after the arrival of that aid convoy. And what's important is that the UN team were told that many of the victims were being treated for gunshot wounds. Now, if that's the case, it may indeed contradict Israel's version of events. The Israeli army has always insisted that those people, the people who died, did so in a stampede, that they were crushed or trampled on or even run over by supply vehicles belonging to the convoy. Either way, we've seen in reaction to what happened, the US saying it will now step up airdrops. It carried out 2 such airdrops on Saturday into the Gaza Strip. But even the US has said that airdrops cannot replace overland aid deliveries, which are essential to meeting the needs of the population in Gaza.